What's up, YouTube family and friends? I am coming to you today after a while of being away. So, just a quick update. I'm in graduate school, and if you've been through graduate school, then you understand your priorities shift. So, YouTube and creating content was not a priority for me, um, and I wanted to, but it just wasn't happening. So, anyway, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2018. We up in this joint, blessed to be up in this joint because not a lot of people didn't make it to 2018. Side note right now, I am not editing this video at all. So if I stumble over my words or I mispronounce something, forgive me, but I'm not going to take the time to edit. Otherwise, I won't ever get content done because I'm still in graduate school. So anyway, the reason that I'm doing this video is because I've been seeing a lot of content, as with every year we all set new goals. And, one of the most common goals is getting healthy, getting in shape, getting fit, more fit. And a lot of people have weight loss goals and things like that. And every year, probably since probably 2012. That's around the time I started. Yeah, 2012 when I got married. When I got married, I started gaining weight, and I was like, hold up, this is not the plan. But I also, it was a shift in life. It was a shift in a lot of things for me. So I had to, kind of. It was just a different. It was a different way of functioning. It wasn't all about me anymore, even though I had a kid. It was never all about me, but still thinking about another person and then having somebody that's warm. You don't get out of bed and go to the gym at like 5 in the morning like I was doing. And so just my life shifted and I had to really take some time to learn, my role and how everything, talk with my hands, you guys, sorry, how everything just kind of works together now that I'm married. And it's taken me some time to do that. Before marriage, I was at the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning, getting 30 minutes in on the treadmill, 5, 6, sometimes 6 days a week. And it was great. It was a good stress reliever for me. And it kept me in shape. My diet, I'm not gonna lie, my diet probably was not the best. I did eat clean sometimes, but I mean, I'm never giving up pizza unless I somehow become allergic to it. Like, it's just not gonna happen. Um, yeah, and ice cream. Not happening. But anyway, so I had to, once I became it, I had a desk job at the time. So sitting at a desk and then you are no longer as active as you once were, you're going to start to gain weight. And then you're married, so you're going out on dates and going out to eat and doing a lot of those things. Sorry, it's a truck going by at my house. Doing a lot of those things, you're probably gonna gain weight at some point because you're just not active and you're taking it. Well, if you're, taking in more calories than you burn. So that was my struggle. And so every year I would set a goal. Oh, I'm gonna lose 20 pounds. I'm gonna lose 30 pounds. I'm gonna lose such and such fat and gain such and such muscle. And I would lose the weight and then I would gain it back. I would lose it, I would gain it back. And I was just not used to this. I never really had that as a struggle. And I would do this program and that program. And really, my mom and my sister were the two people who just kind of were like, look, you need to stop doing this program and that program, losing, getting it back, and just figure out what works for you. So the reason I made this video was because I just wanted to be an encouragement to everybody that's starting a weight loss journey for 2018, whether you started for New Year's or you started before New Year's, or if you start tomorrow, next week, whenever you start. I just wanted to be an encouragement and give you some things that are now working for me. So the first thing that I had to do was I had to stop obsessing about, I want to get back to where I was. I want to be back to the person that I was before things in my life shifted. And then I had to think about, where do my personal time for me fit inside of my life now that I'm a wife, now that I'm back in grad school, now that I have, a son in college, and, I live closer to my family, and my friends need me and things like that. Like, where do I make that time for me? And how do I make myself a priority again? So that was just me learning to be mindful of taking time for myself and not making excuses by putting other people before I put myself. So that's my first tip, is just be mindful and make time for yourself first. And don't make excuses about why you can't make time for yourself. Make time for yourself. You come first. If you are not together, no one is. The second thing was, when it came to diet, I don't care how much you exercise, you can't out-exercise a bad diet. So what I had to do, and what I started to do, is paying attention to what I'm taking in and putting out. If it fits your macros, iifym.com has a great calculator that helps you determine how many calories you should be taking in order to have fat loss, or muscle, or gain muscle. I mean, their calculators are amazing. And it also, if you decide to invest in yourself and buy their blueprint, you can get a breakdown based on you specifically. And I think they look at over like 25 metrics or something like that. But it's specifically for you based on, a questionnaire that you fill out. But you have to know that if you eat more calories than you expend, you're going to gain weight. Be it at half a pound a month or whatever, you're just going to gain weight, and over time, it's going to add up. So get on MyFitnessPal, set up an account if you don't have one, or log back in and start using your account. If you were like me, I wasn't logging in, and start tracking what you eat. Track everything that you eat. Spend 2-3 weeks tracking everything that you eat before you even start trying to cutting out any. Before you start to try to cut out anything, see what you're taking in. See how many calories you're eating, and don't be appalled if that number is a lot higher than you thought. Just be mindful, be aware, and then get on, if it fits your macros, or get on some type of nutrition calculator where it's going to give you a good breakdown of why you need to take in what you need to take in, and then start to try to hit those targets. So my second tip is just be mindful of your diet and your calorie intake. The third thing is calorie expenditure, your exercise. So a lot of us, we start off really ambitious at the beginning of the year. We're like, oh, I'm going to the gym, I'm going to go every day, I'm going to do it 4 times a week. I'm going to, I'm going to do legs on this day, arms on this day. I'm going to run for an hour. And you do that for like 2 weeks, maybe a month. I mean, you might do it for 2 months, but if you're not going to keep it up for the rest of your life, that's not really a realistic place to start. So my thing is start out with things that you're more than likely going to be able to keep up with. So when it comes to that, like I have a gym membership, and sometimes I go, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just don't feel like going to the gym. I have workout videotapes. I love Turbo Fire, T25 Insanity. Some days I feel like doing those things, some days I don't. I want a jump rope. You can get a jump rope at Walmart. Go outside, skip rope for 15, 20 minutes. You may skip rope for 5 minutes. It doesn't matter. You're being more active than you were. And jumping rope is a great form of cardio. Get you some 3 to 5 pound dumbbells for you to have in the house. Do you some bicep curls, some tricep kickbacks. And tell yourself, start off with something small that you know you can do regardless. You can say, okay, I'm going to do 10 minutes of cardio, and I'm going to do that 2 times a week. You know you can do that. And then you say after doing that for 2 or 3 weeks, I'm going to add 5 minutes. So then I'm doing 15 minutes of cardio 2 times a week. So set goals that you know you can smash at first without any effort, but it's going to build consistency in you. And I think that that's where a lot of us fall off the wagon, is that it's not that we're not motivated. It's not that we can't be disciplined, because I think it takes a lot of discipline to change your diet, exercise, and do all of this stuff at the beginning of the year and really go hard with it. But it's that you lack the consistency in your discipline. So you're not consistent in staying disciplined over the long haul. And then you're cutting out too many of the things you like, and you're putting too many demands on yourself, and it doesn't become a natural thing. And then it begins to feel like work. So that's my third tip, which is do not make exercising and, being mindful of what you eat a chore. It's not a chore. It's something that it should just be natural for you. So you have to do it in a way that feels normal to you. Now, initially, tracking every bite that you take in or weighing your food is gonna seem tedious and just like, I don't have time to do this. Yes, you do, because at some point it comes to, what do you want more than the other? So do I want to just hurry up and eat this piece of pizza, or do I want to be mindful of what I'm eating so that I know that I can lose weight? Because you may eat 3 slices of pizza, but you really were good and satisfied at one and a half, maybe 2. And, excuse me, I was dusting earlier, so, but anyway, so it's being mindful. And, that 3rd slice of pizza might take you out of your macros, whereas if you had 2, you're like, you know what, I had 2, and I'm still on my macros, and I hit my targets, I'm good. So I just wanted to share, just those couple of tips, and to be encouragement for all of you starting weight loss journeys. You can do this. Don't put so much pressure on yourself to lose the weight quickly. You'll see a lot of videos, how I lost 60 pounds in 4 months, or how I lost, 30 pounds in a month and a half, and things like that. And that's wonderful. I think it's great that they lost the weight. The likelihood of them keeping their weight off is not very high. They may. And if they did, great. But I don't think, what I've learned over the process of trial and error and learning myself, and that's something else you got to be mindful for, learning weight loss for yourself as an individual is a process of trial and error of what's going to work for you. I don't care what diet you do. Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, South Beach diet, keto diet, calorie restriction. It doesn't matter. You're going to have to figure out what works for you. There are some people that can keep up with the keto diet all the live long day. I did it and I enjoyed it. But I don't believe in restricting myself from everything. And I don't believe in restricting myself from most of the foods that I thoroughly enjoy. So for me, it didn't make sense in the long run. For you, it may make sense, but again, that's the trial and error of it all. You have to figure out what works for you. I think every diet works if you work it. But what works for you over the long run? Keep reminding yourself, this is a lifestyle change. This is not a 5-second fix. This is a lifestyle change. So when you get yourself up to exercise, it's a part of your new lifestyle. When you're weighing your food, it's a part of your new lifestyle. If you're like me, you'll probably find out that you weren't eating enough calories. I was not eating enough calories. I started eating more calories and losing weight. So I was gaining weight because I wasn't eating enough calories. And then I would have those moments that I just couldn't keep up with it. I would eat a lot and I would overeat. So anyway, I just wanted to share with you guys, and hopefully it will encourage some of you to take a little bit different of an approach on your weight loss journey for 2018. I'm excited for you all. Just really sit down and be honest with yourself and start to take little steps that will yield you the results you want in the long run. And don't put yourself on a ridiculous timeline. Oh, I gotta lose weight by the summer. I need to lose all this weight in 6 months. You know, like they say, healthy weight loss is 2 pounds a week. Aim for half a pound. You know, that's still what, 2 pounds a month? You know, that's a lot. That's really good. If you're still going down, you know, and you could be building muscle at the same time. So you don't want to just be skinny fat, you know, because you're not gonna like how you look, you know, outside your clothes, and you want to look good naked. That's important. You want to like what you see when you look in the mirror. So that's my advice. Anyway, I'm at 15 minutes, almost 16 minutes, so let me go. I wish you all the best. Have a great 2018. God bless you. Goodbye.